at the NCAA Division II Women's Soccer Tournament. Seattle Pacific just defeated Western Washington 2-1 in the West Region Championship game. Coach, your thoughts on winning the region championship?
Yeah, I'm exhausted. I mean, it's one of those games, one of those opponents. We've played them several times, and they ask us so many questions, and it's such a challenge. And I thought today was phenomenal. It was two teams that knew each other, going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And it was everything that we expected from an opponent, the quality of Western Washington. And it took everything that we had in the tank to get this done today. So we're proud. We're excited. To beat them once is monumental, but to do it 4 times in a season is testament to the character and the work rate of the girls that we have in our program.
That was Coach Arby Busey. We also have Sophie Beadle. Sophie, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, like you said, I thought it was a great game. It's really hard to beat a team 4 times, but I thought we had a really good mentality going into the game, and I thought we executed everything that we talked about for the past week really well in the game.
Your team has scored some early goals against this team. It wasn't as early as usual, but 12th minute you get a penalty kick on a situation that you set up. Describe what happened on that play.
Well, it was kind of like deja vu. Like they dropped to the keeper. I kind of saw her take a bad touch, and I just kind of put my head down and ran for it, which has happened before. I think in the spring it happened once, so it was just kind of staying true to who we are and pressing the ball when it's bouncing back to the goalkeeper.
Any decision on, Coach, how do you decide who takes that PK?
I just let whoever feels confident in that moment step up and take it. And we've had, 3 or 4 different people that have that confidence. Penalties are something that we do on a fairly regular basis. We decide ties in practice with penalties. So we've got a lot of players that have taken penalties consistently throughout the season. And I think feel really good about stepping up in that moment and rising to it and tucking the ball away.
Claire Nieder scored on that penalty kick. She also initiated the second goal, one in the second half, gave you a 2-0 lead. Just talk about Claire's game today.
Yeah, she was very influential. I thought she started off kind of quiet. This one got it going on the right side, and Claire plays over on the opposite side. And so she just waited her time. In that moment when it's a penalty, she's super confident in that one and steps up and gets it done. And then has her hands all over that second goal, winning the ball. She's great running with it. She kind of dribbles inside and engages a few defenders and gets that thing moving in a direction that ends up on this one's foot.
Sophie, describe what happened on that goal you scored.
Yeah, Claire did a really good job of cutting in, slashing, which is something we talk about a lot. And then I think it hit off Chloe or something, and Chloe did a good job of attracting some defenders. And then it kind of just fell to me, and I kind of just put it under the goalkeeper in the bottom corner.
Also looked like you essentially passed the ball on the goal, so you had time to collect yourself and pick a spot on goal.
Yeah, I was kind of just looking at the red jersey of the goalkeeper and trying to find a spot where she wasn't, honestly.
Well, Coach, they drew within 1 goal. Got one first one they scored on you this year. Talk about how your team reacted to that.
Yeah, I thought it was a little touch and go in moments after they scored. I think again we talked about that they're going to fight back and that we should expect that kind of situation to occur when we're playing an opponent the caliber of Western Washington. And they made it really hard and really challenging for those last 15, 20 minutes, put a lot of pressure on us. We got a great save or 2 from the goalkeeper. We cleared a ball off the line. And that's what it takes to advance at this level in this tournament, especially against that kind of opponent. And everybody stepped up in those moments, had their time to be big and strong and make a play. And I'm proud of the kids that did that, because it's not easy to do when it's that tense and the action's that hot and heavy. But they were right there to make those plays for us.
Sophie, we talked about Western really coming on, putting some pressure on at the end. What were your emotions when that final whistle goes off? Was it more relief, excitement? What were you feeling at that time?
I think relief for sure. I was pretty exhausted, but it was almost not expected, but like we've thought about this for a long time and we knew where we wanted to be and we got the result, and I think we're all really excited and relieved and just really proud to be in the moment together because we've worked so hard for it.
Last one for you. Now you advance, you don't know your opponent, but it's an opponent you haven't played before. Do you prefer that to a team you just beat that for the 4th time this season?
I'll take whoever wants to play, honestly. Like beating Western's awesome, but we'll try to beat whoever we can play on Saturday.
Coach, your thoughts on a quarterfinal matchup with a team you haven't played before?
Yeah, I think it'll be good. We've had 2 weeks to kind of sit and think about this one, and again, an opponent that we don't need a lot of time to think about because they're constantly on our mind in terms of being kind of the powerhouse up and down the West Coast. it'll be fun. It'll be exciting. I think for us as a coaching staff to scout somebody new and try to figure out a plan for our guys and see what we can do down here against either team who will be extremely talented and really, really good. I'm excited to see these two teams play. We've seen a little film on each of them. Both are very, very impressive and very much deserving of the 1 and 2 seeds down here. So we are going to have our hands full again on Saturday for sure, regardless of who advances out of this game.
Great. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks.